I mean, the writing is, almost the easy part, because once you've written it, you have to show it to someone else, preferably someone you trust, writing group, a couple of friends, something like that, and then they're going to tell you everything you did wrong. And you have to take their criticism, and you have to decide whether or not they're right, or if they're wrong, why are they wrong? Are they not getting what you want them to get? And then you have to go through the revision process. And a lot of people forget that after you've written that book, you probably rewrite it 3 or 4 times before anyone that you don't know gets to read it. And then, yeah, you have to, if you're going to approach an agent, you have to write a query letter. And query letters are the worst things in the world, because you just spent 3 or so years writing this novel that you poured your heart and soul into, and you need to condense it into basically a paragraph and a half and say, this is why you should, and it's not even for the agent to read it, it's this is why you should represent it, this is why you should try and sell it. And then the whole process starts all over again. Once you get an agent, then they have to do a very similar thing for the publishers, and they send it around to the publishers. So the agent's just the intermediary. A lot of writers think once you get the agent, then it's done. But agents have books that don't sell. I mean, that happens not infrequently. So getting an agent is incredibly difficult. If you don't get an agent, if you decide to go to some of the small presses that will read unsolicited submissions, then you have to research the small press world, which is huge. There are just more and more small presses popping up every day. And I think it's great. I think it shows that this world, this literary world, doesn't have to be dominated by 5 companies. So many books come out from those big presses, but more and more are coming out from those small presses. But then you have to get to know them. You have to interact with them. A lot of them will interact either via social media or via conference, but then the onus is on the writer to go to that conference, to find them on social media. And those are big, difficult steps. We're all very introverted people. We don't really want to talk to too many other people, but we have to do that. We have to put ourselves out there and then put our work out there. And then there's also an incredible amount of luck. Just you need a little bit of luck. You need the right person to read your story at the right time. There's unfortunately no way around that. I feel like that must go back to the very beginnings of publishing, but if just they've had the right cup of coffee and they're alert and reading your work, they could think differently than if they decided to read it at 11:30 at night as a last manuscript before they went to bed.